We're back online, back in it, and good to go. Alright, so let's go focus on Obel upgrades and then swap characters. Huge. I'm gonna grab another water though, a nice cold one to start the day. That was a rough one. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Not bad, to be honest. Oops. Oh no. Oh, okay, we're good. We still kept a 3% on there, so that's okay. Almost re-rolled it. Well, we did re-roll it, but we kept it somehow. I feel like we're gonna run out right as we complete this, guys. Okay, that's it for now. So let's look at all personal. Begin our trek of adding the drop rate onto him. We got plenty on our mage too. So that's done. And then for family, we get rid of 7 strength for more drop rate, for sure. Obos, oh boy. Oh, for having enough silver obos equipped. Yeah, that's right. I never did that. So totals. Drop chance. Family, 48%. Personal, 28%. Tight. And this character's at 9.99. You gotta be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. We are over to 10 drop rate finally. So, honestly, running it overnight, 16 pens, that's huge. Wow, actually, that's absolutely insane. Especially considering we got nowhere near that many for that. And we got another lucky lad. So our second lucky lad, absolutely huge. But yeah, guys, so we did end up getting 500 power statues, not what we were focused on. We also got 16 silver pens, another thing that we weren't focused on during this specific grind. So very, very, very huge there. But now it is time to change equipment, folks. We got a spare lucky lad now, so we don't have to worry about that. We take those. Cool. And we're going to move this character away now. They're down to 8.8 drop rarity from doing that change. Still a very nice amount. And let's send them over elsewhere where they need to be anyhow. Something like that. Yeah, sure. Because we weren't getting batteries, that's for sure. He's up to 11 keys. So that puts us at 92 now. That's huge. Let me grab that other water before I forget. Okay. Excuse me. $9.97. Wow. Funniest thing is, my DK actually has a prayer on to increase his drop. So, and my ES didn't. So how is my ES at 10 when he's at 9? Oh, the doublers and stuff? Yeah, that'll do it. So let's first check this stuff. Yeah, huge difference in gains. Let's check all characters before we send this guy out to do his thing. Sailing progress. Definitely got to send him back now. Of course, gaming garden. Let's actually do construction first. Done. Done. Ooh, a few close ones. Interesting. No skull ever touched that one, so it's always so weird to me. Okay, no new map yet. Fair enough. A bunch more infinite star suns there. We're gonna try and get a second one of those. Nope. It's really not that tough at this point. 1 in 100, you know? Okay. Now that we've collected rewards on most characters, let's go ahead and swap around this guy's gems so he can start farming. Forces me to craft that later just to get rid of it from my storage. DK has the auto respawn. What's the major difference here? It's literally the exact same setup. We're just swapping out this one piece, right? Okay. Good to know. And with this, we're depending on good keychain, yes. Good pendant, no. Good trophy, yes. Good star signs, I'm assuming. Yeah, there's no way we're still at 9.92 with the multipliers, guys. Can't be right. We got the crystal chance instead of the drop chance. That's right. We could go up to nearly 10.9, to be fair. I'd say closer to like 10.8, 10.5. Yeah, between 10.5 and 10.8. But hey, it's alright. This is literally a 9.92 with a high crystal chance. Let's see where we're going with it. Actually, before we do that, a couple things to check, folks. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this one's gonna struggle the most because we're waiting for that one to fill. And this one fills slightly after this one runs out, right? So there's that. Salt Lick requires mousies for the upgrade. That's right. Hello over there. Got 1, 2. Some bonus things from them too. That's huge. Let me actually check. We definitely want to be doing number 6 for the post office, but since we don't have number 6, let's see which one we want to actually focus on. Based on rewards. We want golden kebabs. That's from number 3. The statues from number 4 aren't bad, but those are all farmable, so they kind of don't matter, do they? And then number 5 gives you a ton of rare drops, so you don't have to sit there and farm them. But like, you have better chance of gems. Everything else is kind of trash in the third one, but you have 2 gems instead of 1 and golden kebabs. But from 5 we can get Chiz Cavern keys and just run extra Chiz runs for more drops. And that's better than getting new fonts. Yeah, and then we eventually do 6s because we can get perler shells from it. Oh wait, no, it asks us for perler shells. Uh-oh. That's gonna suck. But yeah, let's do a bunch for number 5. Maybe even reset these ones at 100 streak. But Planet Express, make those boots. This character doesn't do much crafting, but I was gonna say, be surprised if they couldn't. Since the more points the better at this point, let's go ahead and let's use 80 of these. I see how it starts to cost more and more though, where it's like, dang, I kind of wish it wasn't this high. But every 100 is where they tell you to reset it. So we're gonna try and make this to 100 and then make up our mind. Crazy that it's asking me for like 100k of some of these though. I think you get plus 9 extra boxes when you reach 100. That's the main reason behind it, guys. But resetting both of these will be nice. Moment of truth, folks. Coming up to it. No? There it is. Okay. Boom. The big plus 9 there. Just cuz. Alright, how do you reset one of these? Uh-oh. Because it's not this thing. Refund all post office upgrades and refund all boxes spent. Click the pen and then the shield. But I think you gotta wait. Pen, shield. Oh, and then let my streak die tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Yeah, like where it would say reset there or whatever. I gotcha. Well, how's your day going? 1312. We're just pushing both of these to 100 to reset them, and then we are gonna focus on 5 until we get 6 unlocked. Insufficient quantity. Huh. Coconuts. Totally forget where the coconuts are. There we go. Mafioso. Okay. Not bad. Never checked any Eidolon content really much, but playing the last 8 or 9 months stuck at 50 mil max damage. Clueless what to upgrade. Oh, okay, okay. So I was, let's put it this way, I was around like 50k damage 2 months ago, and was under a million about a month and a half ago. This character is 177, but can push up depending on what I swap around. I could get them to like 280 right now, 290. But as far as it goes, it's probably gonna be your alchemy. This is gonna be your weak spot. Yeah, yeah, getting thick, getting there. But star signs play a part, and then it's your talents. What's your max level on your talents? This is a huge factor. Like if you look at Gilded Sword, for example, or Sharpened Axe, this character might not have them as high as others, but they could be much higher. The ones you need, 150. Yeah, so I mean, I've gotten to the point where I got the Fury artifact, which gives you additional 25 to your max level. Increasing your max levels is one of the biggest things you can do because certain skills are exponentially stronger as you move up. Didn't do any Zows and stuff on Warrior, for example. Yeah, but those only help specifically your Blood Berserker. They don't help any of your other characters. Zows are purely for that one character. Yeah, you'll be able to go back and do Zows later. That's not a huge deal, but cooking's one of the most important things. It's your skills, alchemy, and then cooking from World 4. Cooking is some of the best buffs in the game, and you can keep on improving them, and you get to the point where your cook speed's absolutely insane. We've gone from 33 million 4 days ago to, I think we're at like, I think it was like 4 quadrillion now. From 33 million to 4 quadrillion. It goes up pretty quick. Part of it is Voidmaster. 200k cooks. No worries. When you hit 1,000,000, it starts to fly up. My first 1,000,000 was the hard part, and then I started flying. But there's a class called Voidwalker, and it is the basically next upgrade from Maestro. Yeah, okay, so Voidwalker has a thing that improves cooking. When I first upgraded his cooking ability, 143 levels in it was only 4% additional cooking based on how many plates I had upgraded. It is now giving me like 5,000% more cooking. And as I continue to upgrade my plates, that percent is going to be multiple millions as a multiplier. Yeah. Voidwalker makes a big difference, and then there's like alchemy. Obviously, stuff like diamond plates is a big one on this page, the diamond chef. For every diamond plate you have, you get an additional multiplier for speed. But yeah, it's literally all about your alchemy bubbles. At a certain point, you're going to need to focus on these hardcore, and if you don't, then you're just going to be screwed. Some of mine are lower, some of mine are higher, but I've been working on them pretty hard the past month. Because this also allows you to get like your defense to insane values using FMJ. It allows you to get your accuracy to broken points if you're stuck on your accuracy. Yeah, I was lazy on my alchemy until I came back to the game. When I came back to the game 2 months ago, I went, oh, hello. I should probably do this. Alright, so we got a couple stacks. Let's go ahead and drop those off and then move this character back where they were and continue farming. Defense is yeah, if you're at no problem on defense, then you're good. You get food from Stash Auto. Oh, I don't use food. Yeah, you can push with any gear. I don't use food. I just use full Amarok gear. The first boss, Amarok gear, I'm still using that. Ooh, before I forget, let's get some honkers. Not even golden. There's certain golden foods that are okay, like the grilled cheese nomwich is good, and also the only other one that people really tell you to hard farm is the golden kebabs. Otherwise, most people will tell you golden food is trash, not to worry about it. They'd actually suggest move speed type food and stuff like that. Maybe that base attack pot? Yeah, probably. That's probably really nice. And I know you can do bullets for additional weapons power and stuff like that. I've been trying to get honkers for a few days now. I've had so many 98s. Last attempt. Nope, no more. Dang. You cleared World 5, can't kill the boss though? Yeah, doesn't the boss have like 100 billion HP or something stupid? Of course. Of course, guys. Yeah, 100 bill. We needed to do the baby bows at some point anyways. I was planning on picking them up on my next void run and just slapping them onto the 3D printer, guys, but hey. You know. Oh yeah, how's your 3D printer looking? Holy, that King Doot. How many tries? Not many. I got super lucky with King Doot. The one that I can't get is Rift Slug. I need myself a Rift Slug. It's so darn powerful. A Rift Slug is broken. King Doot has its own brokenness and is extremely valuable as well, though. Compared to mine, I passed my first million print this past week. I literally passed a million this week. So you can send IE. Yeah, I could probably pull it up. Yeah. Barely dinging 80K. Oh, that's no problem, dude. A month and a half ago, I was at 1K copper on my print. 1,000 on my print, my guy. One of the big things that you can do, obviously, there's like equip the mining gear before you go mining. There's equip the speed items. I don't know if you have those, but those are extremely important. Right here, you got your take off split stacks so we can actually read them. Icing Iron Bite, mining speed by 30%. You have the Gifty Breadman, which is 50% mining speed. And then you got the Stained Pearl, which is 60%. So basically, you're sitting here with an additional 140% mining speed between the three of these. And then and then obviously you're running on alchemy whatever your maxed out like active ones are. You want to equip like Wyoming Blood for the multi-war, stuff like that. You miss one food, you use two. That'll make a big difference using the third food if you have it. You might not have it. One of them's an event-based one. You got all active from pet thingy, so that's well then yeah, you don't have to worry about that. But maxing this out is huge. Multi-ore chance, or basically like same thing for this one. Multi-log chance, multi-ore chance, everything like that. Those cap out at 300%, which is a huge gain. So, and I'm at 198 in here, but about 240, 250 outside of here if you add all bonuses together. So it's not even like you need this one to be at 300. You just need this one to be at like 240, 250. And you'll be golden. So it's gonna block anything that says .com. It automatically blocks .com. So you should be able to like do idle efficiency / whatever, but you can't do .com. And I'll type that in myself manually. Yo, so I emailed him about the issue yesterday. Nice. Yeah, Brimstone. Hopefully he gives you an answer back soon. Okay, it must be something else. It's no www dot either. Like just go like idle efficiency / your name. He emailed you back. Awesome. Good news, hopefully. Okay, idle on efficiency / and what's your name? In Eidolon. Belly. You couldn't attach the receipt because green light card. Yeah, if you can't attach a receipt, he like literally anyone could reach out to him and lie about purchases. Couldn't find that one. Belly. Huh. Page not found. Oh, it's name dot that. Yeah, sorry, it's not / Debelly. It's Debelly's dot idle efficiency. There we go, loading. Yeah, Brimstone. If you can't attach a receipt, then that's kind of on you. You gotta be able to prove that you own this stuff, right? And that you deserve to receive it. And if you can't show them that there's any sort of receipt, which there should be a receipt for pretty much any like purchased good. If you purchased it on your phone, then you should be able to still show that you made the purchase. Even if you use some sort of prepaid card to do it, it would still show up as a transaction in your account. So there must be a way to find the card. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, you got some of the keys for the final fight. Nice. I need those. What are we looking at on here again? Remind me. Tell you what you could focus first. Let's look at your alchemy, I guess. Okay, yeah, your bubbles could use a lot of work, especially ones like your multi-work. Mine's 198%, you're at 62%, so that's gonna make a huge, huge change for you. Yeah, you definitely got to focus on your alchemy, and your prints are going to get better as you keep on improving the multi-ore chance, and as you keep on improving like your mining efficiency per HP, or your tools give more skilling XP than normal. You're going to notice that your prints start to fly up, and you start printing in the millions, and then you're like, wait a second, hold on, I'm like rich now. And as you start to print larger and larger amounts, the rest of the game gets easier. But yeah, as far as it goes, one of your biggest weak points is definitely your alchemy. You've unlocked more nodes than me in many, many cases, but as far as it goes, you have not leveled up any of your stuff. And same would go like your vials. You've got a bunch unlocked, it seems. Um, but some really essential ones are not unlocked. Like if you're running worship, calcium carbonate's very powerful. If you need to get recipes, then dreadnought for cook speed, or even the Long Island tea for cook speed is very nice. How do I increase your crystal spawn chance? There's a lot of different methods. There's like full lists of guides online, but as far as it goes, when it comes to crystal mob chance, here, let me go to my player who I'm currently using, for example. Um, or actually, let's go to the character that's spec'd into it right now. So basically, you would have like your shrine gives you a crystal mob chance. I think mine's giving me 204. Your cards are going to give you, if you have them maxed out, they're going to give you 150. And if you have both the doubling things in laboratory, you can get that up to 300 card bonus. Your stamps, you're going to get probably between like 60 to like 90% from that. Excuse me. Your talent book, you're going to be able to get an additional like 116 from. And then post office, if you have it fully upgraded, I think it's like 80% from that too. But yeah, so shrine cards, the two cards are probably one of the most essential parts of this, guys. The cards are going to be this genie right here and this poop right here. You would put them in the top left and bottom right if you're running doublers like that. You're building the crescent one now. Oh, okay, nice. You always run out of liquids and don't have the thingy activated in lab. Yeah, I always run out of liquids as well. I've just now recently activated that thingy in lab that slows it down. But yeah, it's one of those things where you reach a point where liquids aren't the issue, and the issue becomes that you're always out of the resources to upgrade because it costs so much to actually upgrade. Because you might be sitting there and be like, okay, cool, only 800 of these, not a big deal. Only 200 of these, not a big deal. But then you might have one where you're like, oh, wait, I can't spend 5K of that right now. I only have 700K and we're going to be running out quickly. Or I don't want to spend 1.25 mil or 569K on this. It does get to the point where spending the materials is the hard part, and you're always going to be low on most materials when you actually have tons and tons of liquid. Yeah, printer spots. Yeah, printer spots is a big one. Obviously, having the double prints is broken, in my opinion. But yeah, it is brutal not having enough spots to put everything and only having like six or something and really struggling. You do have double's huge, yeah. And like for example, if you notice the purple icon, so I'm getting the lab bonus for this, but I'm also getting the divinity bonus for this. So I actually get 6 times the print that's displayed. So I'm getting close to 30 mil per hour on each of these copper spots. Okay, that should be enough snakeskin for the moment. Oh man, we forgot to take off the pouches. Okay, we're good. We're good. Cool. Send this person back to where they were, swap to the other character, and hopefully we can finish out those thingies now. Perfect. This one's kind of expensive, to be fair. The resources that it's asking for, at least. As soon as we get it to 100, I'm going to be happy. Oh, we got 78 mil of those. That one's fine. But it's definitely asking for things that I'm very low on that I had no plan on farming today. Ten more. Let's see what else on your idle efficiency. I'm going to look at your cooking. Yeah, that's your weak point, by the way. How come you don't have boxes unlocked, though? Yeah, I was slacking big time. Slacking big time, my guy. That's why I'm pushing it now, man. You got to. All right, frog legs. We've gotten close. And we just wasted that buff. Dang it. I hate that. Yeah, frog legs. The multi-kill will help us out. You need to drop, I guess, a few items from print. You're gonna drop and add new things. You're gonna constantly be swapping things out and deciding what you want. The main staples, though, make sure you always have copper ore and make sure you always have oak logs. Otherwise, swap things. But yeah, you will be using your printer all the time. But one of your weakest points that I'm seeing right now is your cooking recipes, man. You have 21 meals discovered and you've completed World 5. And your cooking speed's 62k across all the cooking. Only 3 of your meals are 11 or higher. This is literally your bottleneck right here. If you fix your cooking and focus on cooking, basically what you want to do is your Blood Berserker, you can leave. You have 250k speed. This idle efficiency was last updated. It says today. And it says your total cook speed 62k, man. Doesn't count the upgraded kitchens. It does. It does. I'm not really sure what the issue is right now, but it's showing 40k for your first kitchen and 62k overall. So something's bugging out there. But regardless, the main thing that I'm focusing on right here is all of mine were around this point like a month ago. And what you do is you put your Blood Berserker into your kitchen and leave him in there to farm you ladles. You're going to want to increase his cooking efficiency as high as possible by equipping like the cooking clogs, which are the shoes, and then 2 of the cooking rings, and then boosting everything that maxes out his efficiency in any sort of way, right? Get his efficiency high, get your prowess high, which is going to lower what you need to reach the next efficiency threshold. And what I'm earning right now is about 500 ladles per day, which each ladle is 1 hour or 1.7 hours if you max out your BB on the ladle skill. So if you're getting 1.7 hours for every single ladle and you get 500 ladles per day, you're literally getting like 35 days worth of ladles at once. You're fishing for Kraken at the moment. Not worth it, man. Literally not worth it. I hear you, and I'm totally with you, but cooking is so much more important. I'll tell you, what you're going to earn from cooking is going to give you so many buffs, not just to like prowess and efficiency, which is going to help you in all your skills, but also to all your damage, to all your pet breeding, to anything else in this game that has something to interact with it. This is going to help you. People have literally told me give up on everything till you get your cooking caught up, and I listened and I feel like a god now. I guess I could show you what some of the cooking gains look like so you can get an idea of what the benefit is, in case you're wondering. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you need spices to get new recipes, which honestly, like, cooking is going to help you unlock certain spices. But you have 6 recipes that you can unlock right now that you already have the spices for. You also have a bunch of recipes that are still level 1. If you look, I'm getting 60% damage here, 150% meal cook speed, 90% cash from monsters, 150% new recipe cook speed, 145% new pet breeding odds, 116% breeding XP to move up way faster in breeding, 58% skill efficiency, more library VIP, lab XP, 250% new pet breeding odds, bigger line width in the lab so you can be done with lab sooner, 140 base defense, 336% meal cook speed, bonus 140 all cook speed on meals for every 10 upgrade levels. Like, lower egg incubator, so you're getting more eggs more often so you can move up faster in the pet one. More damage, more pet fighting damage, more recipe cook speed, more points in tower defense. Like, all of these are going to be so OP for you, and there's more and more, like more skill efficiency, more base attack speed, lower upgrade costs in your kitchen, more cash, more breeding odds, more skill prowess, so you need less efficiency. The critters from traps, crit chance, like all of these, man. Look at that. There's also strategies, like how many pets can you use in a fight? I'm assuming 4 right now. If you can use 5, then you can pretty much push like to the point where you're going to be good to go. 4? Okay. So what you want to do is you're going to want to push arena, and there's going to be a couple pets that you want. You're going to want a shielder. You're going to want a looter. So defender and a looter. And then at the very, very front, you want Borger for health. And at the very back, you want your strongest hitter, which for now might just be a mercenary, but at a certain point, you're going to want to replace that with the rattler. But I went from wave 49, which is where I was stuck, couldn't beat wave 50, to going up to completing wave 50, unlocking the 5th character, and when I did my 5th character run, I skipped all the way past 125, all the way up to floor 200 on my very first 5 character run. Your pet power is pretty low though, 2.5k each or so. Yeah, I hear you, but I promise you, burger is the key. Here's why. At the point of the game that you're at, if you look at the burger, this burger gets 10 times, oh wait, that's not it, 2,000, so 20 times more HP if they're at the front. And I literally went like, okay, cool, I've unlocked wave 50, now I'm wave 200, and I'm completely done with arena, never have to touch it again, have all 6 slots, and all bonuses. You were unlocking second line. You will need second line at some point. Bada Boom and Rattler and Monolith are 3 of the most important pieces to completing all of your spices. If you want to complete all your spices, these 3 will be the key. Monolith, Rattler, and Bada Boom. You're at the fighter in the second world. This one. Oh, well then you're not too far off. That's actually very good. You've made tons of great progress there, but you got to get to burger. Without this burger, you're not getting to the point where you have the 5-person party or the 6-person party. This will also help you because you're going to need both refillers, the goblin and the stick. Yeah, so we got to farm first world pets for right now instead of world 2, because world 2 will also get the past present multiplier when you get higher bonus and get to this upgrade. So you can get like a 10 times multiplier on world 2. Which helps you unlock things way easier if you didn't know. Yeah, past present's huge. Yeah, basically you don't get that bonus on the first world, you only get it on the later worlds from how many you collected on the previous one. You're level 24, yeah, that unlocks at 30. This one's at 30. Maybe 25 actually, but it's around that range. Yeah, it does go slow. There's ways that you can farm eggs later. It gets to the point where if you have a really high drop rate, like for example, like a 10 times drop rate, then you could go into arena and potentially get 20 eggs for every World 4 Coliseum that you do, if you're running on DK and you max out your orbs. So if you're running and getting 20 eggs, or some people who are insanely OP getting 100 eggs every single time they run, you can get a lot of points quick. I did all mine before that. Yeah, yours is 4 times. Yeah, I did all mine because I was way weaker. I actually just manually got mine, and drop rarity wasn't an issue for me. I've boosted my drop rarity over the past week, but otherwise it was low, very low, much like yours. But yeah, so I would say with breeding, make sure you focus first on getting Burger. Once you've made it to Burger, immediately swap to World 2 and try and get yourself Bada Boom, the whale, and Rattler. And then if you can, get yourself Monolithic. But Monolithic is for pushing your spices, whereas Bada Boom and Rattler are for pushing Arena. Bada Boom basically breaks this game. But as far as spices go, I don't even have like all of them pushing properly. But I'm at the final spice, and I was stuck right here. I was stuck at the Pristine Lake until someone told me the perfect team comp, and now I've unlocked all of these without going up any power. So even killing mobs that were only like 8 million HP to like 1 billion HP, exactly the same amount of difficulty. It's just how much time it took. So if you have the right build, you're good to go. But yeah, feel free to stop by the stream and just ask me about it when you get to that point and when you unlock these, and I'll be able to help you out there. And if you don't want to lose my stream, feel free to toss me a follow so you can keep it saved there. But huge gains from doing stuff like that. Since we're likely going to have to do this again, I'm going to finish. Oh, thank you so much. And we're going to go ahead and add the additional 10 minutes because we're doing Subathon. And since we're in the last 12 hours, we're adding 10 additional minutes per follow, guys. There we go. Okay, that one's done. Let's see what else they throw at us. See if I have to quickly run with this character again. Ooh, ink blot. Knew it. I knew that was going to be the one that was going to stop me. So what is ink blot, guys? Also, a shirt that I don't have. All of this stuff is already listed. Yeah, so it's just the shirt that I could potentially get, but I also don't have that shirt, so it'd be good to get it. Yeah, I'll be able to help you out a ton when it comes to the pet breeding, because I've recently done it, so I remember it quite vividly. But yeah, soon you're going to be pretty OP, man. You're going to start flying up and be like, wait, when was I at 50k? Was that really only a month ago? What the hell? It's such a nice feeling. I promise you. Like, how did my prints move up to multiple millions? What? Okay. Only a couple more to go. 1, 2. Oh wait, orders not. I was reading shipment, not order streak. Dang it. Not as close as we thought. Still, not bad. Not bad. Ones that we already got. I'll take it. All right, super ideal. Last one. Where's the +9? Oh, down here, +9. Boom. Huge. That's given us a lot more boxes to work with, so that's huge. Both of these we want to reset, so we're going to use that right there. So it does reset. And then we're going to focus on this one for the rest of these. I've got a lot of the World 3 resources, but I still am going to have to farm certain ones. Alright. So we're all out of those keys now. We still need to unlock the final thingy here for 47 more orders, but we're going to get those 47 keys today, I believe. And then we're not doing the crystal mobs on this character, so let's not do that at the moment, but I want to. Alright, deposit. Send this person back to where they're supposed to be, and then swap back to the main character who we're working on today. Hey. Cool. Upgrades. You got 131 more to use. That brings them up to 24. 28% crystal mob chance. We're waiting for them all to go in first. So he went from 4% to 28% bonus on that regard. It also increases drop rarity and his luck there. So that's another nice bonus that puts him over 10 on his drop rarity now, which is ideal, what we were going for. Oh, we did get a kebab. Nice. So let's deposit all of that. And let's see his crystal mob spawn chance. We got to swap him back over to his combat setup where he's got his crystal mob bonuses. And then we're going to tap the cloud save just to make sure everything resets. Okay, we're up to 1 in 41 chance. Not huge improvements, but it's still like, hey, we made a difference there. But yeah, post office only being at 28 was lower than expected. Let's take on the Mega Grumblo as well, though. Just real quick. Something to knock out. We're optimized for drop rate and crystal mobs, not for kill speed. Okay, nothing good. Crystal mob farm, here we come. Sadly, guys, for those wondering, I don't have a chocolate chip. Chocolate chip's super OP when it comes to farming this. I just don't have it, guys. So, oh well. But our crystal mob chance is 1 in 41 now. I don't know how we're going to get much higher since Shrine, Stamp, and Post Office are the only 3 right now. And we're on like the soft cap for it right now at 200 in the drop chance box there. You have 75% of the maximum gain that you're going to get. And we're at 250 right now with 28. So it's likely only going to touch maybe like 33, maybe 34 from the post office. So we're only going to go up another 6% there. And then on the stamps, we're only going to go up maybe like 10 to 15%. So from what I'm seeing, I don't see how we can get like better than a 1 in 38 chance when some people were talking about getting like 1 in 20 chances for their crystal mob spawn. Not sure how. Must be from getting their shrine to an insane level, but I just don't see it. Hi, Rosa. How's it going? Yeah, the increased drop rate here is huge, but like without Choco Chip Cookie, it's gonna still take ages. And when I say ages, I mean like 4 days or less for us to get our 20,000 power statues so we can Onyx this. And during that time, all of these we're gonna get enough to Onyx as well. So it's a big benefit. Super easy. What's your ovals looking like? So I actually worked on these last night. Um, I had the family ovals were pretty much this, just these 3 slots got changed last night. But I had 0 RDP. All of these were empty last night. And now it's almost all RDPs, which is drop rate, in case you guys don't know. And all of these ones got buffed to 3% before I fused them, so they're all 4% drop chance. All pop on family? Yeah. I hear you. I got a lot of drop chance ones. Yeah, it is. So let's put it this way. I was running with low drop chance, and someone told me, "Hey, I ran World 4 Coliseum, and I got 100 eggs, and they have like 17 or 18 times drop chance, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, cool. Let me try." And I try, and I got 1 egg. And I said to them, "Hey, man, I only got 1 egg." And they go, "What's your drop rate?" And I go, "Oh, it's 4.87." And they go, "Oh, that's really low. That's why." And then I was talking with some people, and we were doing some math, and we found out that if you have a 10 times drop rate instead of a 5 times drop rate, you go from getting 1 egg to getting about 20 eggs and getting like 120 ladles just from running World 4 Colo once, right? So there's that. And then if you got to a 17 or 18 times drop rate, you're getting like 100 eggs every single time you run it. So it does make a huge difference, and especially if you're farming items like ovals, for example. If you're trying to farm ovals, you get them way faster. Yeah, it goes up exponentially. A 10 times drop rate is not half of a 20 times drop rate. 20 times drop rate's like 50 times higher than a 10 times. It's insane. So that's the thing. Yeah, that's what people are doing. How long does it take to farm them? The pops. We farmed these last night, and I was able to fill up 2 characters. I was able to fill up the mage that I used to farm them and the actual character who was going to use them, and even put a couple on my family tree as well. So that was literally all one night of farming. Closer to only about 7 hours of farming, in fact, because I didn't even sleep the full night. Now, if you only have a 4 drop rate, like you're saying, it might take you like a full day. What you do is you run your elemental sorceress and leave your ES there on auto. And then you basically take off all the items that are trash. So you have this filter here. So you click filter, and you would farm them over on the this guy right here. So you click on him, the bullfrog, the giga frog, and then you'd be like, okay, well, I don't want ovals other than this, so I'm gonna go and turn off his average life thing. I'll turn off his bullfrog horns. As you can see on the second page, we got his bullfrog horns is off. We got all these other ovals is off. And then we'll check his rare drop table. Okay, we don't want the average mana. We don't want the pizza. We don't want the tool upgrades. We don't want the wisdom. Okay, it's mega rare table. We don't want these. Yeah, it's a pretty cool filter. If you already have gear from a monster, don't forget to check your crystal mobs, since you will be spawning these the entire time that you're playing, and you don't want to fill up on white headbands or pants that you'll never use. So make sure you check the crystal mob drop table as well as the mob that you're going to be farming. And then take the filters. I never used the filters until this week. I knew that they were there and just never used them for ages. And now I see how valuable they are. I'm like, holy crap, I have to always use this. It's so OP. Cool. Look at all those. I can't wait till we have chocolate chip. You know what that is, right? 1312. You've heard of chocolate chip? No? Okay, so basically it gives you a 75% chance that when you kill a crystal mob, it automatically respawns. And then obviously the respawn crystal mob has a 75% to automatically respawn, etc., etc. Midnight cookie. Yeah, no, that's different. Similar but different. But yeah, so basically it gets to the point where if you're farming, you would have like 10 crystal mobs out at once, and each of those is potentially respawning, and it just keeps stacking their respawns, so you're farming tons of them at once. Whereas I don't have that, so whenever I farm crystal mobs, they just die. It's great for getting statues. It's great for getting silver keys, the silver pens, sorry. That's one of the other things. We've already gotten 2 silver pens since we started farming these statues, what, like 20 minutes ago? So the higher your drop rate, the higher your pen rate. How to get statues? Yeah. Chocolate chip cookies ideal. December 27th, it will be in the free rotation in the lab for you to get one. It's literally one of the hardest things to get, because you either have to spend a bunch of money and hope you get lucky from the shop, or you have to wait for it to come into the free rotation, and it's going to be December 27th. Yeah, it's a chip. You're gonna have to save up for it. Make sure you get all the materials, which means you got to work on your cooking to unlock the cheese, my guy. I mean, you have the cheese, but it's level 1, and you need 100 of those things. Not just that, you need 200,000. It's 100 cheese. It's 100 of your beach stock spice. So those two are super simple for you. And then it's 200,000 pinion spurs. And the pinion spurs are made in the forge here. Oh, where am I? Quick reference. Anvil. Sorry. Yeah, anvil, and then produce. And then it's down here. Where is it? Oh, whoops. Too far. Pinion spur. So it's below the leather hide, below the chain link, pinion spur. It's one of the earlier things in the game. You could potentially swap all of your characters to specifically farming pinion spur for like the next week or so, and you would probably get to 200k if you had all characters farm it. So you have plenty of time to get 200k by December 27th, like two and a half months away, guys. Plenty of time. But make sure you do it. Yeah, just make sure you do it. I have like 50k, man. Let me see how many pinion spurs. Yeah, I have 57,000. So you're fine, man. You're halfway there. I saw it and went, God darn it. I don't want to farm 200k of these right now. But I want to be ready for when that comes out, and that is one of the most OP buffs I could possibly get right now. Yeah, don't forget though, all of the good ones are coming around across the end of November and all of December. All of the good ones are coming around. So like all the doublers, the ones that cost like 10 million berries and stuff, those are coming around too. So if you work on getting your prints really high and work on your alchemy a ton over the next month and a half, you might be able to get there in time for those ones, but they might be a little bit tougher. But yeah, all the good ones are coming up. Anything that is a doubler will be coming up in the next 2 months. You got some crystals for dollars? Okay. Chips, yeah. Did you get any good ones? A couple, yeah. One that doubles your card. Yeah, I've got a ton of the bottom right card doubler, but only one of the top left. 2 that boost AFK rates. Yeah, the AFK rate one is huge. Those are nice. There's one for fighting, one for skilling. Excuse me. Honestly, even going up to 10 times, the rate's gone up tremendously. You hate when you log out? Why? Oh, are you swapping devices? You're not talking about player menu cloud save. You're talking about log out, log out. Am I right? Yeah, so I never log out. I just click the X on the game. And when I come back, my thing automatically loads. I've never had you had server error and had to log out reconnect. Yeah, okay. But like you don't have to do it every time you play, right? Yeah, okay. I thought you were saying you did that every time you play, and that actually is what people have to do if they swap devices. So like, if you're swapping from phone over to Steam and back and forth, vice versa, then every time you swap, you got to re-put your cards on and redo your abilities and everything like that. So there's people who are dedicated to this game and literally will swap to their phone whenever they go out and then have to do that. I don't even have this on my phone, folks. I said, nah, I enjoy this game, but if I got to take it with me everywhere I go, I got to quit this game. You know what I'm saying? It's addicting as it is. That's my point. Yeah. Like, I would literally have to quit the game if I had it on my phone because I play it everywhere. You got to World 4? Nice. Yeah, things used to be a bit tougher back in the day, like especially upgrading material bags and stuff like that. I was playing when there was only like the two worlds, World 1 and 2. And then World 3 came out. I was pushing World 3, and then I quit the game for a very long time. Because only one character I had was pushing World 3. All my others I'd never really played. I just put them at the sandy pots and let them AFK farm there, since they could survive there at level 1. And then I came back to the game after quitting, and a bunch of my level 1 characters were now level 90 from sandy pots. Yeah, exactly. Maybe 6 or 7 months. So they all like leveled up a ton from the sandy pots, and then I was like, oh, cool. Well, I guess let me try and play this game now. And then I pushed all of World 4, beat World 4, got to 5, started on Sailing, Divinity, and all that. And man, Divinity is like such a game changer, especially with Doot. And then obviously like Sailing's huge, and it stacks pretty nicely with your cooking bonuses from World 4. So definitely a very nice feature there. You're behind on Divinity also. Dude, I literally put everyone in there. I immediately, since I had Duke, I was able to put everyone in the lab, which they all needed to do. I totally skipped lab as well. I put everyone in the lab, and they were all gaining Divinity XP. You're linked to the one that gives you the Divinity XP as well? Nice, okay. Yeah, I had 9 of my people in the lab and 1 of my people cooking. uh, Make sure you get the ability. Yeah, Divinity and Lab, exactly. Make sure you get the ability though for I I think it's I think it's for the bubonic. Is it, or is it for ES?
But it's an ability where all of your lab XP that you gain on that character is also like a portion of it's also shared with your lowest level lab character. That allows you to keep a couple main characters out of the lab and still able to get them maxed out in their lab upgrades. And then for their divinity, when you get every character to around level 20 or 25, you unlock something that is 0 points and 1 XP for all characters. So you equip all your people who are in lab to that. So you have 8 people who are all giving 8 or 9 people who are all giving 1 XP to all characters. So every character is getting 8 or 9 XP per thing, right? And you keep it on that until everyone's level 60. At level 40, you can equip Tranqui. Yeah, you're leveling them to get that? Yeah, okay. So you get to that, and then at level 40, your active characters can swap to Tranqui, because they are going to be able to give themselves 3 XP while they're fighting. No. No, it's not. Because you would have to have everyone in the lab for that. To get the 2-7, that's only for that individual character. If you go for the 0-1, then you're getting that on all characters. So you could literally be pumping your active characters who aren't ever going to touch divinity. You can pump them all up to like level 50, level 60 without them ever touching it yet. And then when you don't need them to be as active, then you can put them in the lab for the points and all that when you're getting 8-8. Yeah, a couple of my characters are swapped to 2-7 now that everyone's gotten up to like 60 and all that. Or like the ones that are still under 60 or 2-7s now. But yeah, for a very, very, very long time, you're going to want to go 0-1 so that it's buffing all your active characters, not just the ones that you have in the lab. Yeah, you got 3 that are leveling up at 0-1. Nice. Yeah, and the more that you add to that, the better it is. It's weak when you have less characters on it, but it's the strongest when you have the most. And you can always consider, by the way, when you get Tranqui on your main characters and they're getting 0-3 while out doing combat, you could consider removing the 0-1 from your other characters and swapping them to 2-7 to make their lives easier. But also, you want to make sure all your characters get to 60 early for that 8-8 bonus that you can swap them into. I basically shot up like crazy when I made it to the 8-8. It was nice. But you'll get there, and you'll find the right combo for you and the right timing to swap things. 8-8's crazy. Yeah, and then I think it goes to like 10-15 or something for the final one. Yeah, that's wild, man. We're building up the silver pens nicely, though. It's been like 30 minutes of this farming. We already got 3 of them. If we are earning 6 silver pens an hour, I'm pumped. The nice thing about the silver pen farm is it gets you so many statues as well. It's so valuable. When you left, you let most characters farm World 3, so even though you didn't do checkouts, I had like 350 pens. That's huge. First of all, 350 pens, that's huge. And also, they probably were decently high level. You came back and they were probably like 120, 130, right? Maybe even 150. Yeah, you left them in the right place. That's for sure.
Yeah, 100 plus. Nice. So we do keep getting a bunch of this square oval, the money one. I've seen people do straight money builds. By the way, what's the highest roll for money? I don't want to keep re-rolling because it's 3 per, but is there higher than 6 or no? Still weak AF? I hear you. 370 max, nice. You think you could get that to 8? Yeah, I wouldn't guess. I wouldn't guess. It costs a lot to attempt. So, like, if it's only 6 and you just send me down a wild goose chase, that's bad. I wish it told you what the maxes were. Because even if you look up like this one online or you look up the other RDP only says 2% online, even though it can go up to 3%. Well, since we're going to get lots of these, let's start trashing them. Because we've seen a ton already. We could also turn the normal ovals back on, guys. Because, like, we want to be able to trash ovals, right? We want to be able to get a ton of fragments. So it might be a good idea to turn all the ovals back on. It's just one of those things where you don't forget overnight. Otherwise, you're just going to be filled with trash ovals and miss out on all the good ones. Let's do that now before I forget. Since it's still very early into the day. All the ovals. How did I get board beans? Those are being skipped, so I'm not sure how I got some. And we are up to 4 keys now, or silver things. Let's deposit those now. That's pretty tight that we already got 4, though. We're at 18 total, and we were, what, 60 away from unlocking the final thing? So only need 40 more on the day, not bad. I guess they're doing the high achievement. I haven't figured out how that one works because it says 200 people, but I'm never running into 200 people in a single server, right? This one? Say hi to 250 different people without closing the game. Yeah? Do you just keep swapping servers, or what's the strat on that? Because even on happy hour, there's only like 40 people in the zone that you're in. Why would we join parties? What's the point in joining a party? For something like this, just wondering. Like, I understand it for dungeons, but like... Yeah, it does keep swapping you around, that's true. Yeah, is there any benefit to being in a party with people outside of dungeon?
Yeah, none apparently. The drop chance goes up. Oh, in random events, yes. But like normal party, people are saying none from what I'm seeing. That was 2 years ago. For 2 achievements. Yeah. Well, good to know. No real point. Ugh. 1 in 41 crystal spawn chance. How do we get that to 1 in 30? Is there a way? Yeah, I can't really level up. The prayer one's like 50,000 hours from its next level. I think it's at 19,000 out of 70,000 right now on hours. So over time, yeah, we will be getting that one up, but at the moment we're kind of stuck on it. Maybe from worship. No. So the things that affect your crystal chance, you have shrine, you have cards, which I'm getting 300 from cards, the absolute maximum if you're using both doublers. Stamps, which I could get about 15% more from stamps, but it would be very tough. Talents, which is 116, which is maxed for me. And then post office, which I could probably get up another 5%. So I'm trying to figure if it's even possible to get a 1 in 30 crystal spawn chance. And I'm not sure how. People have done it. I just don't see how it's possible. Obviously, for anyone thinking Voidwalker, that doesn't count. We're not going to farm crystals with Voidwalker. It's not efficient. We can get to a 1 in 8 chance on that. Probably better. Excuse me. We could probably get to like a 1 in 5 chance on Void. Because they have a skill exclusively for farming crystal mobs, but they are bad at farming crystal mobs, so you never ever want to do it. I'm glad that we're finally getting post office caught up a little bit though. Like farming these pens is huge, and the fact that we're finishing our Onyx quest line at the same time, also huge. It would be 10 to 15 times faster if we had a chocolate chip cookie, due to respawns and stacking respawns and all that. But I will take this. Another pen already, nice. They're moving pretty nicely with those pens. That's just a shock. But we have been getting our drop rate up exponentially. This character was at 6 drop rate yesterday. They're now at 10. So it does make a very, very, very large difference. I will have to be careful though, because I'm pretty sure I left him on the beans. Uh, Moving him back here would be quite dangerous though, because he has a prayer on that's buffing the HP of the enemy by 500%. So we gotta be careful when we go back over there. Make sure we take that prayer off. Oh, you said prayer, not shrine. Yes, as far as a prayer goes, I don't think there's a crystal mob chance. There is. Your giant mobs have a chance to turn into two crystal mobs, but you get a lower giant mob spawn chance. Um, I don't like that one that much because if you're farming for giant mobs, you want to have a high giant spawn chance. So I typically don't use that one for crystal farm though. But that was a fair point. You can get some extra ones from getting your giant mobs and then having them turn into crystals. It goes up exponentially. Yeah, but think about it this way. If you've already lowered that chance, and they don't show up often anyways, because there's abilities that you can get that make it so that there's a chance that your giant mob spawn chance doesn't actually change when you kill a giant mob. So you can stack that enough where it doesn't go up a tremendous amount, and then you can keep on farming them all week long. Um, why is everyone looking for group here? What is there an event happening here? Let me just ask. Yeah, so I mean, realistically, if you've already done all your giant mobs and you're not going to get lucky enough to spawn any more for the week, yeah, I could see why you'd want to put on that crystal one at that point. But then if you're not going to spawn any more crystal mobs for the week, then what's the point? You know, you don't want to lower the chance and then miss out on some extra ones that you would have had. This character doesn't have it on right now because they're not farming for crystal mobs, but I should probably put it, or big mobs, but I should probably put it on. Crystal Isle is fantastic, but they don't respawn unless you have Choco Chip Cookie. So imagine going there with the Choco Chip and hitting all of them, then all of them having chances to respawn. I get literally, I'll run into 10 crystal mobs here in no time versus I'm not likely to have 10 green crystals waiting for me on the crystal island. I'm likely to have an assortment of crystals and ones that I'm not specifically hunting for the power statues right now, and they don't respawn since you have to kill mobs to make them spawn anyways in the normal setting. So yeah, it's good to go over there and clear that like whenever you get the chance, but also this is the better farming method for right now. I can't wait till I get a chocolate chip cookie though, guys. I'm gonna show you guys so much. uh, because literally we'll be earning at 10 times the rate. Look at that. Look at all those pens we've gotten already. We keep depositing them, but like guys, our pen rate feels insane now. Compared to yesterday's pen rate, just seeing what it is today by going up a couple more drop rarity times, it's insane how exponentially these things go up. I'm very excited to get to like 13 or 14, then try Colo and see how many eggs I can get from it, because I think I can get maybe 40 or 50 eggs. It'd be so cool. Hey Denise, how you been? Wow, guys, just about an hour left. It's crazy. Yeah, the stream's ending today. It's crazy. I'm doing good. A little bit, weird knowing that the stream's gonna end after 7 days, but obviously we're doing 10 minutes per sub today, so there could be a lot of people who follow in the last hour and kind of jack that timer up. Uh, but yeah, guys, it's definitely exciting. Crystal. Oh wait, we already said that. But yeah, Denise, very excited. Don't know what we're gonna do after that when the timer hits 0. I don't think I'm gonna end stream immediately. I might like chat with everyone for a bit and hang out still. But yeah, it'll be very interesting not being on stream this evening. Potentially, we'll see how many subs we get. What's up, Codex? How we doing today? You off today or just taking a break from work? That's right, Canadian Thanksgiving. Hey, that's fantastic. So the boys are in town having a good time. Ooh, Thanksgiving turkey sounds good, guys. I still got to figure out what I'm eating today. Time to update the title, folks. Okay, title has just now been updated. Figured I'd let everyone know we're under an hour. I also thought about putting on just chatting to see who swings by. Just get a rush of 100 people who are just like, nah, your subathon is not ending. Yeah, if I go and just chatting, literally I could get swarmed and they could just jack up the time by crazy amounts. That was my thoughts too. I was like, that could be the end of days. I'd have to take off the 10-minute bonus time if I were to go into just chatting, that's for sure. Because literally, you could have like 150 people just do it out of spite, and then you're like, okay, that's an extra 1,500 minutes. Oh, whoops. All right, guess the stream's another 25 hours. Woo. uh, this guy. Yeah, if you got Mr. Beast to stop by with a crew of people, yeah, I'd be screwed. Absolutely screwed. If I kept it on 90 seconds, it wouldn't be like end of the world, but yeah, with 10-minute additional timer per person, bro. I don't think anyone answered my question about why we're trying to party up. Loot better? How is loot better? How does that make loot better?
Yeah. It's 7 more days. I'd do it. I would. I don't see what you mean. The top left. Like I've been here, folks. It was not here. uh, yeah, leave the party. Yeah, there's no boss for me, folks. They're all gearing up probably to fight like an angry frog or something like that. I just don't have it. That's super funny. Inviting me to a boss that I don't even see. So we got another 4. Let's drop them away. Yeah, at this rate, we're definitely going to have enough of those today, so that's huge. Yeah, maybe when there's like 15 minutes left, folks, I might swap our category to just chatting to see if we get an insane amount of people just to show up. But for now, I'm quite happy letting it run down a little bit more. It's nice to see it under an hour when I've been seeing it at multiple days.
That's funny. There's this company that was called Austin Wing Company. Um, and it's like one of those pop-up ones that's not an actual restaurant that you can find. They just make food and, ship it out to people. But then they've changed their name to Austin Chicken Nugget Company. Because I don't think they ever served bone-in wings. They've only ever done boneless. They call themselves Chicken Nugget Company now. It's so funny. And honestly, for all we know, Austin Chicken Nugget Company could very well just be like 7-Eleven. You never know, folks. Who's hungry? And if you are hungry, let me know what you're gonna eat, because I'm trying to get ideas. No one's got any suggestions. All right, that's fair. Me. Jeez, excuse me, guys. All right, I'm gonna ask you guys a question, and you got to give a yes or no answer. Should I get food? As much as I want to order myself a feast, that's a waste of money. One new pen? That's okay. That's all right. Let's just move it for the last 30 minutes. All right, guys, we are adding it to just chatting temporarily. If things start to go crazy, we're removing that message for the additional 10 minutes. But yeah, I figured since we're gonna vibe, we're gonna chat, you know, do all that good stuff. Let's get the camera going too. Let me grab another water and then I'll hit the camera on for everyone when we get to go. Oh. I sometimes forget that it got shut off. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. It has been a journey, folks. We're just gonna let Eidolon kind of vibe while we chat with everyone. But man. But it has been a journey. We're on day 8. Oh. I hope everyone's had a good time though. We definitely crushed some records. I mean, we got that monthly record in Toontown. We completed Mortal Kombat. We completed Injustice 2. We completed one of the arcs in Dragon Ball Fighter Z. We played through some other games as well, like we were doing Trackmania, and we got a ton of gold medals. I think we got 18 gold medals and 6 author times, which is pretty huge. We didn't unlock the final set of 5 tracks because couldn't get certain gold medals, but hey, it happens. But we vastly improved in Trackmania. Excuse me. Excuse me. Played a little bit of Remake. That was nice. We've made humongous improvements in this game. Ooh. Mm. Ooh. Rough, folks. Imagine we would have just gotten a jackpot here, guys. That would have been so nuts to close it out with the jackpot. You kidding me? All right. That's still gains. We take those. Oh man, I can't believe it. 30 minutes left, folks. Oh, this is wild. Excuse me. Oh.
Why does it have to be hours where I'm starving? I'm so hungry right now, folks. Glad we haven't had enough like I was expecting a lot more issues with internet and everything like that, trying to run it all for 7 days straight. So very happy with how that all's gone so far. Fingers crossed. I can't be here because you need to get some sleep, but wanted to say that you love the subathon and hope you keep the streams. Just wanted to swing by because when you wake up, the subathon will be over, you think? Yeah, Gapo, I mean, very much will likely be over at that point, but I'll make sure I stream every single day. Thanks so much for stopping by each day as well. Seriously, man, it's been a great time. And I really appreciate the fact that you decided to stop by just to tell me that. Like, seriously, it means a lot. Thank you. And hopefully you keep streaming as well. Because that 12-hour stream that you did the other day, bruh. You got to keep those up. But have a good night's rest. Yeah, bye. See you later. Yeah, for anyone else who's here, if you have any questions about what the subathon was, how long it was, what's happening, anything like that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to explain. Otherwise, we're just kind of vibing and yeah. We forgot to go back to Fall Guys to keep on pushing for that pass. The Halloween spooky gear. Oh, we also never played whatchamacallit? Costume Quest. We'll make sure we do that though before Halloween. That's a very Halloween type game. Costume Quest, and it's so much fun. So we'll definitely be playing that on stream. I think tonight I'm excited to have popcorn and watch a movie. I haven't been able to watch TV for like a week now, and I'm very excited to watch a movie tonight. That's one thing I'll say. Let me put some food outside for the cats. I think I hear one of them meowing. Or is that just a kid screaming? I can never tell. Ugh.
No, we're good. Just kids being loud. Excuse me. Whew. I didn't think I'd see myself hit 10 times drop rate for like another, probably like 3 months, to be honest. Ugh. Now that I'm there, I just want to hit like 13 or 14 times, I'll be honest. Another 300% drop rarity. I gotta look into everything that gives that drop rate, though. That's not good. Did my Streamlabs break? Is my computer frozen right now? Everything except for Eidolon is frozen right now? That can't be right. Hello? Eidolon's fine, but I can't click into anything else right now. Can y'all still hear me? Hold on. Let me pull up my stream. Your browser does not support playback of this video? What the heck do you mean? Okay, I guess it's working. Well, guys, I can't click things. I can't click into Streamlabs and look at things. I don't know if new chat messages are coming in even. I'm so confused. My whole computer's frozen except for Eidolon. I think I'm gonna close Eidolon and just see. This could be the big mistake, but let's just close Eidolon and see what happens. I can now interact with Steam. Okay, okay. Everything's working again. Eidolon is just somehow breaking my computer. Whew. Yeah, I can see everything again. We're good. We're good. Whew, that was worrying, guys. I thought we were screwed. Hmm. That took a moment. Seems like everything's good to go now, though. That was a little frustrating.
We're so close, folks. 17 minutes. Oh my gosh. Nice. Excuse me. Nothing great recently. 50. We take that. Okay, let's see. Um, Take out that 19 for the 50, guys. Oh, this has been a very interesting learning lesson, though. I learned a ton from doing this. I definitely want to consider doing this again in the future. Obviously, not immediately, guys. Gonna need a little bit of a break. But yeah, it's definitely something I want to consider doing again. Obviously, we want to be pretty consistent on Twitch to the point where we're growing at a consistent rate before the next time we try it. So there's already a bunch of you guys hanging around and chatting for everyone else who does stop by. But yeah, guys, it's been an awesome experience. Made a ton of new friends with everyone here. Like everyone's so great. Everyone's been so helpful, especially with Eidolon. And yeah, it's been an amazing experience. So when I do try it again, I'm excited to work on any of the kinks that we had and try and make it more exciting and find more events that we can do or challenges, or if there's enough of us, we can even do like marbles where like bad stuff happens based on what marble reaches the end. Like there's all sorts of really cool stuff we can come up with.
Yeah. 11 minutes. Man. Literally, the timer is less than the amount of time that it goes up by for the subs now. No, this isn't music of the game. I have Pretzel Rocks playing right now. We worked out the issue that was going on with it and have to basically completely avoid one of the stations, but like this station seems to be totally fine. I'm not getting any issues on YouTube for it. So yeah, I'm allowed to play this music in the background, thankfully, on YouTube and Twitch. Alright, broski, you're off. Hey, no worries, man. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, and yeah, feel free to stop by any other time. Do I watch any sports? Well, Denise, I do and I don't. I don't have live TV anymore. And typically sports are broadcast on live TV. I know you can get like a package with Hulu where it's like Hulu and live sports, but it's super expensive. So I can't afford to really watch sports, if that makes sense. I used to watch a little bit of football, but I was a bigger fan of basketball. I love the fast-paced action of basketball. And honestly, like I even like watching stuff like tennis. But yeah, I don't really get the opportunity to do so anymore. What about you? What's your favorite sports? Favorite sports basketball, but you like football too? Yeah, I feel you. There is dribbling and scoring. Yeah, football is just like running towards a ball over and over and over again. Yeah, I feel you on that. It can definitely get pretty boring pretty quick, whereas basketball, it's like there's actually stuff happening. I will say the league's gotten pretty lenient nowadays. They let double dribbles happen all the time. They let people just hold the ball. Like, it's pretty wild what people get away with. Like the traveling is insane. They take like 5 steps and the refs don't even call it. It blows my mind. Basketball has a lot more action than other sports. I'll say basketball has a lot of action, but also tennis, if you know anything like about the sport, there's a lot happening on that court at any given moment. And I do find it quite interesting. So I'll say tennis is another one where I'm like, okay, that's an interesting one to watch. See the back and forth of the volleys and see who's like actually going to score the points. That sport also makes me more tired than any other sport. I could play basketball for hours. I can only get so much tennis in before my legs just give out on me. I can still play tennis for like 4 or 5 hours, but like I can do basketball for like 10 to 20. Yeah, tennis has a lot of action, but cannot watch it because it's so long. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, if there's a good match, it could take multiple days for the match to conclude, and you're like, "Geez, man! Like, I just want to see y'all play some tennis." Holy crap! Under 5 minutes. Oh, okay. I hope I have popcorn. If I don't have popcorn, I'm gonna have a sad day. I mean, I know I could just go to the store and pick some up, but like watching a movie and eating popcorn tonight is my plan. That's it. Clean these out again. Nice.
right. Not bad, not bad. Wow, under a minute. Under a minute. Oh my gosh. Someone's gonna follow with like 10 seconds left and bump up the timer. I already know it. Ten seconds. We did it. We did it. It should say Subathon ended, but I think we made it too small to actually show the whole thing now. Oh my gosh, we did it. We did it. Oh man. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and thanks so much for sticking around till the end, Denise. Seriously, I do appreciate it. You have yourself a wonderful rest of your night. We did it, guys. The timer's over. We can take off this 10-minute message. That's gone. See you in the next live. Hey, appreciate you. Appreciate you. See you soon. Well, guys, it's been quite a journey, and I thank everyone who stuck around. The timer's over. Like, right now, I should immediately just think, okay, end stream, but, like, my first thought is, like, okay, what are we gonna do now? Like, I'm ready to continue streaming, so I'm confused, because I'm so used to doing it from doing it every single day now, just all day long. Um, yeah, this is weird. I might go read a book or something. What the heck? What the heck? Freedom! Freedom! Yeah, guys, as far as it goes, I think we're gonna go ahead and end the stream. Even though I want to continue, I think it's the point where we've succeeded in the subathon, and it would cheapen the subathon if we didn't appreciate the fact that it ended and allow ourselves to stop. So, thank you all so much for watching. I haven't had to do an outro to a stream in quite some time, so please come back to the next one. Thanks so much. See you guys literally tomorrow. We got another 8-hour, maybe 10-hour stream. We're doing 8 hours to 12 hours. Well, I'd say 6 hours to 10 hours per day is what we're planning on averaging for our streams, guys. So we will be streaming every single day. Make sure to check out our channel. We do a lot of video posting on YouTube as well, and it's not just the live content. It's literally like content that I make exclusively with my buddy Codex, or even with Codex and Mia. So it is actual unique content, totally separate from my live streams. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys